Thanks so much for being here. My name is Kat and I make houseplant videos here on Good and Planty. If you just happen to absolutely love this video, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, or follow me on Instagram. All of these things help me grow my channel like a plant. Let me fix this. I kicked it. All right, today we're doing my first heavy-duty maintenance day within the new apartment. If you're new here, I recently moved to Brooklyn. And basically, I kind of just want to settle in and give my plants some good TLC after the move. That includes fertilizing today. Hold on. I'm going to be using Liqui-Dirt. I am officially switching back to Liqui-Dirt. I was on a huge espoma kick, and if you don't know, the main difference between the two is it is organic, but it's more of like a traditional fertilizer, and Liqui-Dirt is a plant food. And the main difference between the two is kind of like how often you use each. For a more traditional fertilizer, you're probably not going to want to use that more than once or twice a month, once every 2 weeks or something like that. And Liqui-Dirt you can use year-round, every single water, because it's so gentle, diluted, organic, natural. It's basically just introducing a whole ton of good stuff into your soil over time and replenishing what naturally kind of runs through the soil over the course of repeated watering. I'm switching back to Liqui-Dirt for no particular reason other than I ran out of espoma. Growing season is gonna start slowing down most likely for me. So Liqui-Dirt just makes sense right now. I love this stuff, but it can be very confusing. So I figured this was also a good time to just run through how to actually use Liqui-Dirt. I'm gonna take us down to the floor and mix up my little solution, and then we will carry on with a very relaxing water care day. Okay, I'm gonna keep this kind of chill because I don't think you guys are probably here for a chill vlog, but why not throw in some info? So basically this little packet is what you get in the mail when you order Liqui-Dirt, and it comes in a powder. Right now it's squishy because you add 1 cup of water to this pouch that creates this concentrate that I have here and have used before. That's step number 1. And then there's like this whole maze of instructions in the back, so it is very confusing. I used to use it wrong. Okay, and then after you make the concentrate, I know it's kind of bad of me, but I do just get a gallon jug because I need to store the mix, which is step number 2, is making the mix. Open her up, and then all you do, I'm gonna try not to make a mess on my floor, is you take 1 capful, oh my god, I'm making a mess, of this, my hands are shaking, and you pour it in here. Whoa, and then you have your mix, and I have all kinds of animal poop all over my fingers, because that's really what Liqui-Dirt is. Ew. Okay, hold on, I need to take care of this. Alright, at least I didn't get it on my floor. Now, in this gallon jug, you mix it. And now you have what is called the mix. This was step number 2. Ooh. And now this is like where I kind of go off instructions. The correct measurements to do for houseplants specifically is 2 tablespoons of this into 1 quart of water for your plants. And you can use that every single time with basically no risk of burning your roots or your foliage, which is what I like about Liqui-Dirt, especially for beginners. I don't know what my watering can size is, so if I'm being fully honest, what I'm gonna do is, I could totally just Google this, but I don't feel like it. I just kind of add like a splash of this into my watering can and then fill it up with water. So, oh my god, I'm so scared. Uh-oh. Okay, I shouldn't have done that, and I don't think I even gave you a visual. Okay, basically just like a splash. I don't get crazy with the measurements at this point. I'm just gonna fill the rest of my watering can up with water, and that is my tutorial of what I'm watering my plants with today. And this stuff lasts forever, as you can tell, because of how heavily diluted this original package becomes. All right, now we finally water. dust my plants, but we are all done. And I did this sweet little pan, and you can barely see anything because of the backlight. Sorry. Okay, now I'm taking you in the living room, which I don't really film out here because I have roommates now, but here I am. Hi. And you're probably like, whoa, so many plants that you didn't mention. And they are, in fact, my roommate's plants. I don't really know if I should mess with them or water them. I don't know. Some of them look a little thirsty, but I don't know. I don't want to overstep and be the annoying plant mom. The ones that are mine in here, if you didn't watch my last video, is this ugly cactus that I've had for so many years, and then my Micans cuttings, which aren't doing that well. They're rooting, but the leaves, maybe it's too much light. I don't know. But then I also completely forgot about one important plant that I brought here, and it's my Marble Queen Pothos. And she's back on top of a cabinet, right where she belongs, like she was in Philly, and she's doing well. Ta-da! So I completely forgot to mention that I brought her. And I also forgot about the Hoya Bertaniae that I brought. So I did in fact actually bring 10 plants, not 8. Disregard the last video I posted. Maybe some of them I'll water. I don't know. I'm just gonna take a peek and definitely take care of my plants and see what else I can do in here. Okay, so big bummer. I found out why this stem isn't doing well, and that's because it snapped in the middle, probably during the move, and then I just didn't notice until now. This half is like a goner, but I'm thinking she's putting out some roots that look really healthy. Maybe she'll put out some growth. So I'm just gonna keep it in the jar like this because this part, although it's dead, is kind of propping it out of being completely submerged in water. So I'm just gonna do that and see what happens. But that is sad because this was from my big Micans that I love. And I love this aerial root. It's so beautiful. Anyway, I'm just gonna replace the water, I guess. I will say real quick, this one is doing stunning. We have roots, no snappage. Leaves look great. So I'm glad I took 2. Always at least take 2 cuttings. Okay, well, I finished. I'm so hardcore adjusting to only having 10 plants. I'm used to a plant maintenance video just carrying itself for like hours of footage, and that was just not the case today. As I mentioned, I'm adjusting, so I figured talk about some books. Very briefly, I know books don't interest everyone, so don't click off if you hate books. But if anyone is interested, I just finished, let me get it actually, hold on. Okay, it took me about a year. I'm balancing funny because I like this background, but I'm too short when I sit. So I finally finished The Hidden Life of Trees and it was so good. I kind of want to talk about books mostly for if anyone has recommendations. I do have like a whole plant writing list, so I do have some ideas on what to read next in terms of plant writing, but I thought this was like a very good book. It's kind of like a classic, I think, within the plant community, but I obviously had to read it. It is definitely like a very sciencey read. It's written well. You can read it as a book, but it did take me a minute to get through because I have to like get into the mindset of learning. It's not a story that sweeps me off my feet, but I do recommend this book if you want to learn more about trees, forests, how they're connected, how they relate to us, how they talk to each other. I really learned so much about like our natural world through this, which was great. And then I kind of wanted to switch it up. So guys, I read a murder mystery. It was so good. I read The Maid. I finished it in like 2 days. Long story short, I think the ending was a bit too happy, I don't know, for like a murder mystery. Let me know if you've read this. I don't know how popular this book is. I kind of just picked it up because I kept seeing it everywhere. I think I'm like in my murder mystery era, so also let me know if you have any recommendations. I don't think I really like the whole detective-y vibe. Like, I'm not looking to read Sherlock Holmes, but like a little off-putting, creepy, whodunit kind of vibe is, I think, what I'm entering. I feel like an old man. It's because I finished that so fast. I started reading Crying in H Mart, which has been, I'm only like 2 chapters in, but I think this is gonna be a very emotional ride for sure. And I'm excited to kind of just like read a memoir and get into that headspace for a little bit because I do really like memoirs, autobiographies, biographies, that whole thing. I just like learn a lot about people's perspectives and how other people think, and I think it really opens up like a huge channel for empathy and just thinking about things in a different way. So I did want to give a shout out to the books that I've been reading recently, and you can let me know what you think. I'm like in a bookworm era. I haven't been going out or like doing much. I've just been sitting at home reading, which has been very cozy, cheap, and fulfilling. And it pains me to say that, but it's true. I really did want to dust and like clean my plant leaves, but I realized I didn't bring my spray bottle with me to Brooklyn. I gave my mom a few bins to keep at her house because this place is much smaller than my Philly apartment, and I unfortunately decided that the spray bottles didn't make the cut, and that is where I keep my leaf cleaning solution. So I have in my mixture, I use distilled water, neem oil, and Dr. Bronner's soap. I like Dr. Bronner's because it has the essential oils already in the soap, and you need the soap, and it kind of cancels out that horrible neem smell. That's the solution I like, but it's not very convenient for me to make it right now, and I already committed to the whole Liqui-Dirt mixing bit, so I already did my little scientist moment for the day. So I don't really know what to do with you guys now. Thinking, oh my god, I see a spotted lanternfly out there. Get away. I'm thinking maybe we cook. Would you guys hate that? I hope not, because I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, the problem that I have been running into is that I've been getting recipes from TikTok. They don't always put them in the like comment section or whatever caption, and I feel like such an old person complaining about this, but it makes it very difficult to follow the recipe. So this could be a disaster, but I'm gonna try to make, where is she? This like creamy lemon shrimp pasta from Kristen Faith on TikTok, and I'm just gonna try to follow the video. I've done it before, maybe I'm missing something and it's linked somewhere, but that's what we're getting into right now. And I went food shopping yesterday and I got a nice little haul, and we'll see where it takes us. I'm a little nervous, but I think we can figure it out. And I'm still getting adjusted to like a new kitchen, but we got this. Everything's gonna be perfect. clearly did something wrong. This does not look like my girls did on TikTok. I guess it has something to do with the fact that I got half and half instead of whatever I was supposed to get. I don't know why I did that. I knew that was wrong. And I think I added too much lemon, whatever. It honestly, like, could be worse. But we're gonna do a taste test. First we'll do the pasta. Okay, shrimp. Okay, really not bad. Like, not what it's supposed to be, but not bad, and I'm gonna take that.